Hey, we're back at the top again today, here with the official start of the Galar Gauntlet. This series' trailer, of course, was a few weeks ago, and with the reintroduction of regional forms being Galar Forms, I thought it would be a good idea to bring the old series known as the Alolan 16 back, but with a twist. We're no longer going to be doing 1v1s in this situation. What we're actually going to be doing is 3 different rounds. The first round has 4 different regional forms from each of the regions, and since this is the first round, we grade them on their backstories and how they became this way in the land of now Galar. So with that, we are going to start with our first region today, which is Kanto. So which one of these 4 Kanto Pokemon would make the best Galarian form? Well, that's what you will be deciding after seeing all 4. You will be voting in the card at the top right hand corner and in the comment section below. But with that, which 2 will move on to the next round? Well, we're gonna have to find out as we dive in to the first round of the Galar Gauntlet. Our first potential Galarian form will actually be Arbok. See, Arbok has never really been a good Pokemon. It's just had the poison type, it's had terrible stats, and most of the time it's just terrible overall. So that's why I do believe that Arbok is very deserving of a new Galarian form, especially due to its Rocket Duo partner Weezing getting Galarian form already. So our first potential regional form for Galar is this Arbok from Vili C. The links are in the description if you want to see more of it. So with this design, it switches up from a purple color to more of a brownish color. And that's only because when Arbok and Ekans made its way to Galar, it decided to live in the more deserted, rocky area on the western side of Galar. And because of this, it tends to live more in the caves, so you'd be running into those more often than hopefully Zubat. And I believe the reason why they are found in the caves is just so they can avoid being the prey of things like Corviknight, because Corviknight does resist poison, but it did end up getting the ground typing because it's always relying on the cave structures and such. This next one's gonna need more of an explanation, so we have Aerodactyl as our next potential Galar form. Now, just think of it this way. This one would be way different, because what if the fossils for Aerodactyl ended up on the seafloor around the water gym area? The reason why that is the case is because maybe the water or something in the water transforms the fossil, so when you revive it, it comes out looking like this design from Connor Gotchi. Now, this Aerodactyl form is now dragon flying because something in the water off the coast made the fossil transform its molecular structure or DNA structure. Either that, or because it was a rock type originally and the fact that it was in the water, maybe the fossil adapted to it so when it got revived, it wouldn't be instantly weak to the water that it was in. Either way, this slick looking dragon Aerodactyl looks to fire away at its enemies now that it isn't even weak to water anymore. Albeit it is horribly weak to ice now. So this one needs a little bit more explaining. See, our next potential regional form from Kanto would be Gyarados. And Gyarados is actually one of these Pokemon from Kanto that can Mega Evolve. However, Mega Evolution is not in the game anymore. Instead, what replaces it is something called Dynamax and Gigantamax. And to obtain most of these Pokemon, they are battled in raids in the wild area. And there is water in the wild area, isn't it? Well, what if I told you that Gyarados could be found in the wild area, however, with its new potential form of this one from Logan Cure. Now, this Gyarados right here, Psychic and Dragon. That is insane, but the reason for that is because long ago in a different era, it had the power to Mega Evolve. However, when it got hit with the Dynamax energy, it didn't get it fully, and then it just warped its type into Psychic Dragon. I know it's a little bit far-fetched, but if you think about it, why could that not happen? It's Dynamaxing energy that is in the Galar region. Why can't it have other effects on other Pokemon in different ways? It's time to bring back one of the finalists of the Alolan 16. The reason why I'm bringing back Rabadash from the Alolan 16 is because, well, once again, it was actually the Kanto champion and one of the finalists. So if you do remember, it was this design from T4, T3 that made Rabadash into a fairy and a flying type. So it loses its fire type, but that doesn't mean that it can't use fire type moves. Now, we definitely need to find a reason why, as this is a different region from the reason we used in Alola, but the one thing I look at is the Mushroom Forest. There's a lot of fairy type energy I feel right there. It gives kind of a Lavar City type of feel. That's where, of course, the fairy gym was in Kalos, and I could see that gym in that location being a fairy type as well. But what if the mushrooms gave off enough energy to neutralize Rabadash's fire type attacks, and it ended up gaining the fairy type from the Mushroom Forest? It is an oddity, but it isn't out of the realm of possibility when you think about it. But with that, that will wrap up the Kanto branch of the Galar Gauntlet. Be sure to vote for your favorites in the card and the comment section below, as the top 2 will move on to round 2. And in that round, we will go over their competitive prowess, such as their abilities, their moves, and everything else on how they would impact the meta. If you did enjoy this video and the forms, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you never miss a branch of any part of the Galar Gauntlet. With that though, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you back at the top later on, because that's how we do what.